Good afternoon. I'm XOXO. Hi. I'm so glad that you're here with me today so that we can talk about quilting, chocolates, my favorite. And today I'm also going to talk a tiny bit about watercolor because I want to talk about different colorways that are nice when you're choosing your fabric selection, and also when you're making chocolates. What color cream are you going to put in the middle? Okay, I'm going to get serious. Hi, I'm XOXO, the chocolate lady, dripping with thought. And I want you to know that this is your source for 108 by 108 white back quilt backing. And that on Wednesdays, yes, that day is especially for women. But I have a funny suspicion that there's some men joining us, because on Fridays, that's the day that's set aside for men. And I've been finding that there's been some women that's been peeking in and having a good time. But today is for women. Yes, it is. And I do have some chocolates here that I made. I know, I usually make them so fancy, but today I did a very simple buttercream filling. Yes, just buttercream. I didn't add lemon or coffee or mocha or raspberry or cherry or walnut cream, just buttercream filling. And I have our special chocolate fabric boxes. Yes, I sure do. And I'm just going to give you a quick peek. Ta-da! Now, if you have joined me previously, which I hope that you have, because I do want to have returning visitors. Yes, I do. I have Ugly Beauty chocolate fabric boxes. Okay, and as you know from your own collection of fabric, that you have some pieces in there that are not so good looking, and then you have the ones that you love and you could never give away, even though you're not going to use them in the next 10 years. Okay, so my Ugly Beauty chocolate fabric boxes, there's always a surprise fabric in there, one or two, that is not so desirable, but they're all desirable to me, okay? But they may not be desirable alone, but when they are in a collection, they just turn out to make a very, very beautiful quilt. Now, I did mention earlier that I do like to watercolor. That's another side hobby that I have. My first love is, it's a tie between quilting and chocolate, and then in a third is watercolors. Now, I tried to paint this flower and I want to share it with you, and I don't like it at all, and it's what I consider a ugly beauty. And what I would like for you to do, and you don't have to hide your name or anything, tell me if you think it's a ugly or a beauty, or if it's a combination ugly beauty. In my opinion, it's I'm gonna show it to you again. It does not deserve to be in a frame. It deserves to be, listen carefully, it deserves to be cut up into 4 squares, and then utilized as a business card or on a collage for something else. But it's something that doesn't deserve to be totally discarded because it has that element of beauty to it, but something has to be done with it. And that is what I find to be true about my Ugly Beauty chocolate fabric boxes, okay? And I do want to highlight something else for a moment, that you could just call me XOXO, and because today is for Wednesdays, and sometimes us girls, we like to just talk. And I want to just talk and convince you to buy my Ugly Beauty chocolate fabric boxes, yes, and enjoy my 5 to 10 minute chocolate bar. But I also want to make sure that as you are getting to know me, that you kind of know a little bit about my personality. So I have a piece of fabric here, and let me unfold it. And it's a lot of different colors together, okay? But at the end, they look kind of good together. Okay, and tell me what you think. What do you think? See what I'm saying? It's like, wait a minute, that's a lot of colors. That's a lot. That's a lot of colors. Yes, that's a lot of colors. There's my favorite, purple, but I like pink also. Yes. Okay. So my point is that colors, you'll be so surprised. You can put so many different colors together and come out with something so beautiful. And it's just like the square. You can have the square on point. You can cut the square diagonally. You could have the squares together in an odd number. And between squares and colors, your quilting is unlimited. And there's so many times that you can just, it's like when you make a quilt and when you make chocolates, all your choices are like all the stars in the heavens. Yes. So that's kind of the way I am, that I love colors and I love making chocolates, and I love making chocolates that are like different. For instance, the other day I made some chocolates for homeschoolers, and I made some chocolates, I think, for on Sunday for memorial burial quilts, and I utilized blueberries. Yes, I did. Okay. And then on the top of this one here, there's cookie crumbs. Cookie crumbs. Yes. Uh-oh. And then a solid blueberry, white chocolate, blueberry, white chocolate, and then actually on the very bottom of these is a dollop of milk chocolate. Okay, so what you will find when you join me on Wednesdays is a very happy, sweet, messy place that you will come here and you will just say, oh, I'm just relaxing, having fun, talking with XOXO, and also learning. Speaking of learning, I have a video I want to show you, and oh, I hope you enjoy it. hold tight. I got to show you this video. This is going to be something that we can talk about. It's a little bit of a puzzle, like when you put a quilt together. Hold on. Okay.
Okay, welcome to Yossi's room again, and I have here Hadass with me. Hi, Hadass. And today I'm going to show you some of my favorite puzzles. And one of these puzzles is changing two shapes into each other. So here you have 4 pieces. Can you try and make them into a square? This is something you can cut out, by the way, and try for yourself at home. Take the 4 pieces and make them into a square. Fantastic. There you've got it. There's your square. Now we're going to transform this square into a rectangle. You make it into a rectangle. Okay, so that's one half of the rectangle, and that's the other half. It's a mirror image of it. And great, you've made the rectangle. By the way, this is not a strict rectangle. There's some very small space along the diagonal, but it's good enough. And that's another magic trick. Now, here I have the famous square to triangle puzzle. So we have here a square, and we have here a triangle, and the neat thing is that you can take the pieces out of the triangle, put them in the square, and the opposite. So let's do that. I'm going to take the pieces out. Okay, these are the pieces that were the triangle. I'm going to take them over here and put them into the square, and you're going to take these and put them into the triangle. And let's see if we can both do it. So put them back in the triangle. And let me see over here. Goes here. Yes, 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 yes. And ta-da!
Oops. I hope you enjoyed that. It's amazing how from one shape, and then you have different shapes, and then you move them around, and you can go from a square to a triangle, and it's fascinating. And I think that's the reason why I have such a tremendous love for quilting. Is because I have a lot of books right next to me showing so many different quilt patterns, and I know that you also have a lot of the same at home, and I can't help myself. Look at this one. It's like you could just like go. When I was learning to quilt some time ago, I didn't realize that it was a square, a triangle, the octagon. I didn't know. I thought it was just picking up 2 pieces of scraps and sewing them together and making something wonderful. Well, of course, that is true. You can make something wonderful like a crumb quilt, but I'm talking about the square, okay? What all that you can do with it. And look at this. Yeah, I mean, it's so much. So, I am XOXO, and I want you to know that when you come here on Wednesdays, that you're going to have a good time with me and get to know me. Somehow set aside Wednesdays to get to know me so that you could have time to relax. And I I myself can have time to relax because I get a chance to talk about quilting, the history of quilting, making candies, eating chocolates all the time, and occasionally sharing my watercolors with you. Okay, so I did not have a true outline for today. I decided that I just wanted to introduce myself to you again and give you a little background of me, and also show you this ugly beauty chocolate box. Okay, so this is my third time showing this to you. There's an ugly beauty in here, okay? And it's this one. Okay, and I'm going to show this one to you and all the rest of them, and then you can let me know if you agree that these are beautiful. Okay, so here's one. It's okay. Now, the reason why I did select this one coming up is because of the girls. You know I had to show this one because of the girls. Look. Cute, huh? One second. You know how fabric it is. It never folds nicely unless you press it. That's kind of cute. Okay. And look at that. Okay. And here's just a simple little color. And remember, this is a ugly beauty chocolate fabric box, and I hope you like it. Now, here's another one that you kind of don't go for, but we're going to be in summer pretty soon. And look at this. As much as I talk, you would think I had a big head, but my head's not that big. Of course, I'm going to have ice cream cones if I have chocolate. Okay, and then, of course, if you're going to have ice cream cones, and if you have this beautiful color, you're not going to forget about this one. And it has hearts on it. That is kind of pretty. How do you think this box is coming together? Okay. Look at those little eyes peeking up at you. You see them? Right there? She's cute. Okay, now, this piece I'm going to show you now, I kind of like it for a lot of reasons, okay? It's kind of like for Sweetheart Day, Easter, Christmas, all the reasons, because it's just pretty. Look. And I put these together. I have one more, but I want to show you this a little bit closer. You see that? I have one more. I don't know if I can hold it. Okay, and so what's your opinion? Do you think that this box is ugly beauties? Yes, yes, yes. Or just uglies? Because it's possible. I mean, come on. I can't be perfect all the time. Or do you think it's fantastic? Okay, here we go. Hi. I think it came out pretty good. Yes, I did. I think so. Here it comes. I kind of like it. And look here, a blueberry. You see that blueberry? Wait till I tell you about the blueberry. Oh, Lord, I'm going to tell you. That's okay. You know, it's just kind of purple. It's okay. But these are kind of good. But they're not good like that. No. No. Nope. Nope. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. They got to be all like this. Now, I think if you put all of these in a quilt for yourself, or this is a girl quilt, yeah, for a woman or a lady or a teenager, this is really would turn out to be one fantastic, and I'm using the word fantastic, quilt. And I had something the other day, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. Every time I'm just talking, I can't help it. Every time I make a back, my quilt back, I always put cozy cozy on it. But look at what was right near my desk from the other day. So now you know I don't keep my desk really neat. But look at this. That would look good with that quilt. Yes, that I just showed you. That had all those beautiful berry colors in it. So let's see. Yes, so I am Quilts and Chocolates. I love quilting. I love chocolates. I made some real simple chocolates today. Okay? I never, hardly ever, I hardly ever make anything this simple. Okay? But I think I was kind of thinking earlier that I wanted to focus on not my candies and not the fabric. I wanted to focus on me so that you could get to know me and tell all your friends and your families, the clubs, the guild, the meetings, everybody about XOXO. That's what I wanted to do today. So, know that I am the chocolate lady. Yes. Dripping with thoughts. Yes. Making crazy quilts. Yes, because I'm a little bit cuckoo from scraps or whatever I got. And I could teach you how to make your own candy bar. Okay. Now, speaking of candy bars, a few days ago, I had a basket of blueberries, so I kind of had to make a lot of blueberry candies. But what's interesting is that when you bite into these blueberries, the blueberries explode in your cheeks. And it is one really surprising, somewhat sophisticated taste in your cheeks. And I would strongly suggest that if you have fresh blueberries, dip them in preferably milk chocolate or dark chocolate. The white chocolate and the blueberries, it goes together. They complement each other nicely, but it's something about the milk chocolate and the blueberries that it's like when you make a quilt and then you put the border on and then it's complete and you love it. Just like the quilt behind me, this green and white one, it has Oh my God, now I can't remember. Look at my hands like this. Those type of pokey edges around the border. Oh, I can't remember the name of that. Leave a comment and tell me what it's called when there's a border around a quilt and it has triangles. Okay. Oh my God, I'm testing my memory and I can't. Okay. That's because I used to be a young lady. I used to be a girl. Then I was like then I was a young lady. Then I was a lady. And now I'm an old lady. So sometimes I forget. Okay. But one thing about quilting, the love of quilting, it has no age. Okay. And no sex. It's just something that you absolutely adore. So that's going to be it for today. And leave a comment. Say, XOXO, yeah, girl, we like you. We like your ugly beauty chocolate fabric boxes. We love the way that you make spontaneous chocolate candies. And sometimes when you share your watercolors with us, we like that also. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I know I forgot one thing. I want you to see the inside of this. It's so rich. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Can you see it? Can you see the buttercream? It's buttercream, okay? And I made it very, very rich and buttery, okay? Oh, I did. And the next week, maybe I'll have a taste tester here that can tell you if my candies are super dupe or not, okay? Because you can't always take my word. Because, of course, I think my candies are nearly perfect. But my quilts are crazy. Yes, I got crazy quilts and nearly perfect candies. Okay, so I have to go like this. I'm XOXO, and I will see you on Friday. Mend That Quilt, 108 in the afternoon. Also, Sunday is a little bit more serious. Memorial Burial Quilts, the history of quilting on Sundays. And Mondays, homeschoolers. Those homeschoolers have been giving me a run for my money because anything that I tell them, I have to make sure that it's correct. Yes. Okay. So I will see you next week. Bye.